Dominich to bring a message on achievement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we, the class of the year of our Lord 2025, have spent the past 4 years in these buildings and are perhaps wondering, what was it all for? Even since the dawn of humanity, we have sought the answer to this very question. Throughout the ages, there have been those who have traded and fought, others who have written and spoken, and yet others who have ruled and conquered, whether for riches or prestige, for power or for fame. Yet despite the differences in both ends and means, ladies and gentlemen, they all had one thing in common. And that is that these people believed that their pursuits, no matter how great or small, no matter how grand or obscure, would bring about for us more desirable states. The other speakers shall speak of memories and of character, and these are fundamental to the human experience. But ladies and gentlemen, there is one other thing that we ought to speak of first, and this is academics. But what is academics? It can be said that academia is a niche of society that engages in formal and systematic study of things. Such things include the natural sciences, the arts, mathematics, and philosophy, both in their abstract and practical forms. As we shall soon see, academics has done much to better humanity, both for the individual and for our society. Scientists, through the accumulation of knowledge, have developed medicines to combat all manner of disease, and machines to better our lives. We have learned much of this from our dear Mr. Holmes with his pre-class lecture. Mathematicians also with knowledge have enabled our machines to do the unthinkable, to go near and far to perform feats once deemed impossible. I can certainly say I would know far less of this were it not for our dear Mrs. Becker. Philosophers have given us the ideas we cherish so deeply of freedom, of liberty, of justice and equality. They have shown us good. Mr. Ellis has certainly done his fair share of enlightening our minds with such wisdom. Artists have caused our eyes to gaze both upon what is and what can be, and inspired many with beauty. Mrs. Leah Sullins has served us well as sponsor of the Art Club. As you can see, the academics have done much to advance our civilization and to better our lives. And in a similar manner, so have the many members of our faculty who have dedicated their lives to guiding and to educating children, such as Mrs. Green, Mr. Rennie, Mrs. Peggy Lincoln, and all the other members of our esteemed faculty. They have worked to maintain and to further academia. The things I listed earlier, ladies and gentlemen, the sciences, mathematics, art, and philosophy, they deal with explaining the world around us, the structure of the universe, and even the very nature of humanity. In explaining, we understand. In understanding, we act. And in acting, we cause change. And as we have seen, ladies and gentlemen, this change has come about in various forms. And this change has achieved for us more desirable states. Academics is something that is greater than you or I. It is greater than nation, than party, than race or state. It is the pinnacle of culture, the absolute greatest the society can offer, the absolute greatest the society does create. It is a degree to which we are brought to perfection, to the fullness of knowledge, of good, and of beauty. Every day it brings us closer to this ideal. We have gone about our days, wandering these halls to and fro, many times questioning the very purpose of our attendance, of our attention, and of our labor. Oftentimes we wondered why, as we arose each morning to attend our classes. There were even times when, unable to answer the question sufficiently, we struggled to get out of bed in the morning. I know Miss Wallace here needs copious amounts of Dr. Pepper just to get through the day. Yes, I did permission to make that joke. But I tell you, brethren, do not fear, for we have not labored in vain. Rather, we have labored in pursuit of something greater, towards a greater end than any of us can possibly fathom. We have labored in pursuit of perfection. This is academics, the rational, ordered, and human pursuit of perfection. We have been given the knowledge and the tools necessary to advance ourselves towards this end, to advance human knowledge towards this end. We have been given perhaps the greatest gift that this world has to offer. So take it, cherish it, and do not hide it. Now go forth. I said go forth and show the world the greatness that our generation is to achieve, ladies and gentlemen. Go forth! Thank you.
That's my baby!
Now, apologies, I'm supposed to do this before I give this speech, but would Mr. Wade please welcome us with a prayer?
Could I get you all to stand, please?